The main chick, her name is Naru. Naru is surrounded by assholes, man. Like, everyone in her life is mean to her. And I didn't like that. I found it to be slightly unbelievable. What's good, everybody? Welcome to Whole Views. Thank you for clicking the thumbnail. Today we're going to be talking about Prey, the movie that just came out on Hulu. Man, it's one of the best little movies that I've seen this summer. It's a good action movie, and I want to get into it, talk about the things that I liked, and really only one thing that I kind of disliked about the movie overall. So let's get into it. I give the movie an 8 out of 10 on my little scale. You can check in the description and see the breakdown of how I come up with my scores and my numbers, but I give the movie an 8 out of 10. I thought it was really good. The visuals were way more impressive than I assumed they would be. The fact that you have some really nice cinematography, the fact that you have really nice acting done by all the actors involved, the fact that the CGI looks incredible. This is basically what I consider nowadays to be a direct-to-DVD type movie. Like, this is very high level for something that just comes straight to streaming, straight to the public. I question as to why this didn't hit theaters, because I do believe that they would have made their money had this gone to theaters. This movie really lends itself to being rewatchable to me, and the reason why is because I watched the full Comanche version, right? So I got about 10 minutes into the movie before I realized, like, wait, no, there's a Comanche version, let me look at that. And I was fooled, and when I did my trailer reaction, I said that I thought the Comanche version or the full Comanche will be higher, like it'll elevate the film. It actually didn't really elevate the film at all to me. It still is the same when you watch the full Comanche version. I didn't feel like a transition, and it felt more cinematic watching the Comanche version when I did make the switch. But I appreciate the fact that they took the time to do two versions of most of the scenes. That being said, it probably didn't take that much time because there's not a lot of dialogue in the movie. Really good movie still that sets up a lot of character and then does a lot to the mythos of Predator, because the things that we already know from Predator 2 and Predator 1, and you get this one, it's like a prequel to all that. It made a lot of sense. I really enjoyed the way the storylines all tied together. The only part of the movie that I would say I didn't like, that I didn't enjoy, and it's not the pace was good. The thing I didn't like was the main chick, her name is Naru. Naru is surrounded by assholes, man. Like, everyone in her life is mean to her, and I didn't like that. I found it to be slightly unbelievable. You know, I tend to think about things in modern day terms, and I do believe that chauvinism and like men do everything, that patriarchy, that male dominance, it was harder back then than it was or than it is today. But I still struggle to believe that no one would be in support of this person. The only person that was in her corner the entire movie was her brother. And even he had an asshole moment. And I was like, man, I don't really like how no one here is kind. And no one here, you know, feels for our main character. I found it to be strange. I found it to be very strange. She didn't have any allies throughout the film. And at one point, I was cheering for the Predator because, you know, there's some encounters with some people who were being particularly ugly with our heroine. And I was like, well, you know, this is what you get. You know, you want to be a butt, here's what you get. Now, I was happy with that scene, very satisfied with that scene. Overall, the movie is very good, though. It's something that I definitely am going to go back and rewatch probably this evening. And to be quite honest with you, depending on the way the weekend goes, I might end up watching this thing 3 times. It's worth a second viewing for certain. Let me know what you thought about the movie. I thought the movie was very good. It's one of the best Predator movies that we've gotten. I am actually very high on the Predator from 2010. Like, I thought that one was a very well done one as well. Different take on everything else that we had seen from that franchise, but it was a very good one to me. And this one is, I would put it slightly above that one, just because it is. So maybe cinematography, I don't know. I have to go back and rewatch the 2010 one, but I would put this one slightly above that one, but still slightly below the original, because the original is the original, the OG. So that's kind of where I fall on everything. Let me know where you fall on everything. Enjoy yourself, guard your heart, and go watch something good.